Alright, let's go. Nothing too crazy today, y'all. I'm just gonna do a burpee, muscle up medley, one burpee, one muscle up. One burpee, one muscle up. We're just gonna keep going until we feel it. That's it. It's a little windy today. It's hot, but it feels good because of the wind. The grass is like hella wet still because they have wet the grass. So, oh, actually, you know what? I might have to use. Damn, I don't want to use the gloves, man. Fuck it. Oh, it's all good. Let me see. I might have to flip the camera to the other side. I might have to flip it to the other side. This side, the grass is a lot better. But then it'll be hard to see because my face will be against the sun. Like this. Like that. What's up, King Solo? Just getting started, man. Alright, here we go. I don't want to do it on this side, but there's less mud on this side. Alright, let's go. Fuck, man, I'm gonna have to use the gloves. I ain't never did muscle ups in gloves. I don't want to start today. Alright, here we go. Let's start over. Hold on. I ain't gonna be able to look at the chat too much because this one of them routines you gotta keep going back to back because we only doing one rep per movement. For sure. What's the question before I get started? What's going on with you, Solo? Appreciate you coming through, man. What's the question? Let's get it. Let me see if the muscle ups is fucked up with these gloves on. I'm gonna still end up having to take my gloves off, man, to do these muscle ups. I don't like using gloves. I'm gonna check back in the chat for your question, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and check on the chat. We're just gonna have our hands wet. All right, you ready? It's one. Slippery because the grass. That's two. That's three. Just lifting and exercise is enough to get bigger without using the other stuff. Yeah, absolutely. What the difference is, you gotta just stay consistent at it, and you have to increase your numbers. I would say, as far as it just depends on your goals personally. Only you know your body, so it's definitely possible you don't need weights at all. calisthenics, and the rest is like dumbbell circuits, and then the dumbbell circuits is lightweight anyway. And then I do some weighted calisthenics, but as far as getting bigger, it's a process. It takes time. You gotta be at it and active, every day or every other day, or however your body, responds. You would only know that. Nobody else. Only you. I'll be doing. Appreciate. Oh yeah, most definitely. I'll be doing everything you do every day for 3. Okay. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, you destined to grow then for sure. For sure, because when I had started off doing calisthenics, uh, it was about 2 years before I went live. I went live. This is my second year live. I went live last year, or the year before last. So this is my second year, going on 3 years being live. But if you take a look at my first videos, you'll see the difference in my body and how much it's changed with just doing calisthenics and a little bit of dumbbell circuits here and there. I'm doing a lot more dumbbell circuits now and a lot more weighted calisthenics now, just because that's just where I'm evolving to. But you don't really need it to grow. You don't. Just off of my own experience, from what I've been going through, what I've been, staying consistent and taking up discipline every day. That's pretty much all you need. Everything else is gonna fall in place. The muscles gonna come with you. Yeah, for sure, King Solo. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Keep going. Keep going. All right, man. I don't know if I actually want to do this routine because the grass is wet. My hand just slipped, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna try this out. We're gonna start over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 'Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to do that. I'm gonna have to switch it up because the gloves is getting super soaked. And every time I get myself over the bar, my mind is focused on trying to maintain my grip. But it's hard to maintain my grip when everything's so fucking wet. So I think what I'm gonna just do is just Navy SEALs. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna just do the pulls. Instead of the muscle ups, I'm gonna just do the pulls. So we're gonna do the burpee into a pull, and we're just gonna keep going like that till I hit a good amount. I thank God for you, because I appreciate you, King Solo, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who resonates, with what I got going on. Shout out to the family. I just get on here and train myself every day mentally, because truthfully, King Solo, I don't really want to go live. I'm like an introvert, but you know, but sometimes I just gotta do it because I got things that I gotta release. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the ways that I could do it. So this like some good work for me, like the real work. You know, they call it the shadow work. Brill, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. Endurance, what's up, y'all? D Wiz, what's up, man? Miss Helen, appreciate y'all. Appreciate that, D Wiz. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, I was doing muscle ups, but the grass is wet, and I already almost, fucked my wrist up because even with the gloves on, you know what I'm saying? So I can't do the muscle ups, so we just gonna do the burpee pull ups. And we're gonna switch it to, instead of just ones, we're just gonna do 10. So 10 burpees, 10 pull ups, and then we're gonna do it like that. So let's go. Appreciate the love, D Wiz. Appreciate that. I don't wanna injure myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep the gloves on because the bar is still wet, or the grass. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. That's one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. That's two. Appreciate that, D Wiz. Yeah, I had to change up the routine, man. Had to completely change it up. King Solo said, I appreciate you for everything. Even when you talk, it speaks volumes, family. W, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I know a lot of people resonate with what I be saying, and I know a lot of people don't, because it comes off pretty sharp and really raw and really truthful. You know, the world don't like the truth, so I'll be the first one to serve you up that dish. You know what I'm saying? So Shout out to those who resonate, you know what I'm saying, and understand what's really being said. Because all it is my experiences and things that I know about. Or else I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't. I got a lot to say, you know, but I don't always say it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in such a condensed world with a bunch of sensitive ass people, you know, who is not open enough. They're not optimistic. You know, they're not trying to see the world for what it really is. They're not trying to be very pragmatic. They want to continue to be controlled and manipulated, you know, caught up in the system storms and wondering why, you know, life ain't working out for them. It's because they keep running from themselves. You know what I'm saying? I still tell y'all every single day to not believe anything that I be telling y'all. Don't believe it. I don't want nobody's belief. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just be open enough, and if you're gonna be here, the least you could do is be open enough to hear what I say. You know what I'm saying? And then go do your own due diligence. That's what a real wise person does. That's what a real person does, who understands, you know what I'm saying, that you're not supposed to believe anything in this world. Belief is very minute. Belief is a seed. That's just it. You know, it stays there. To cultivate it, you got to become, to get up out the soil, you got to become into the knowing. You got to know what's going on with yourself and who you are in order to, you know, start to see, you know, your garden, you know what I'm saying, flourish. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't do this routine how I want to do it. Even these pull-ups, man. My hands are slipping. That's 4 in the bag. Hustle, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through, Hustle. You got this, bro. Appreciate that, D-Wiz. I just don't like how it's wet, man. I keep my mind is like, I almost slipped on just doing the pull-ups. But it's all good, man. I'm gonna finish out the routine regardless. We on the fat bar with it too. What's up, Jacob? Born Sigma in the building. What's up, man? Shout out to you. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you, Hustle, D-Wiz. King Solo, your life experiences can help so many, but I don't mind using it to better myself since it's never too late. Absolutely. That's all we're here to do, King Solo. We only here to elevate. You know, we all know that we can be stagnant sometimes. You know, we become that black and white, you know, in them old TVs, you know. We become stagnant, we become stale at times because we too busy being in the outside world instead of finding some time for ourselves to go within and to know who we is and find our truth and to question things and to really question yourself on who you are, what you stand on, what you believe in, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, you know, it's difficult because there's so many distractions out here in this world. So for those, for those that struggle with that, which is all of us, you know what I'm saying, it's good for us to peel back, nigga, peel back the layers. Peel back the fucking layers. You know what I'm saying? And really analyze yourself and reevaluate yourself. You gotta have time for you. Because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up. Everybody, it happens to every. I don't give a fuck who you is and how much you put online that you got everything put together. Because I promise you that you don't. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. And we all need, you know, that self, that self that's guiding us. We believe in God or whatever. I don't believe in God. I know God. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? We know that source is within us. So why are we seeking everything outside of us for validation? Validation don't mean nothing if it does not come from you. Validation doesn't mean anything if it does not come from you. It can only come from you. That's it. Let's get these other 2 rounds in and we'll get back at it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's give another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna keep going though. At least I'm getting a pump out of it. Here we go. Carbonated, man. What's up, fam? What's up, Jacob? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that, D-Wiz. Hey, make sure y'all go subscribe to Carbonated. Gonna show you how to eat. Show you how to juice. Appreciate you coming through, man. Be Relentless in the building. Appreciate you, man. Good money this morning. Yeah, and shout out to Be Relentless, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe and go show love. Big fast. Words, appreciate that, King Solo. Yeah, shout out to you. Appreciate you, Miss Helen. All right, here we go. I was gonna do muscle ups, y'all. I started off with it, but the bar, man, the bar. And I'm using the gloves. The gloves ain't helping none. Like I told y'all, the gloves don't do shit for nothing. I don't know why people keep on pressing me about using gloves and shit. It don't do nothing. I be trying to tell y'all. All right, here we go. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Let's get back at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay in the bag. What's up, Jerron? Appreciate you, bro. Jacob, appreciate that. Be Relentless. Much respect to you too, man. Good money today. Appreciate that, Jacob. Hustle still in here. Just keeping it simple. I had to change up the whole routine because of the bar. I'm gonna just go back to using my hands, even though they're gonna get muddy. I'm just tired of using them damn gloves already. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we getting dirty today. Hard to pull up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, it's a little dry right here. Let me move the camera over. I found a dry spot. There we go. That's 10 rounds. That's 100 burpees, 100 pull-ups. We're gonna keep going. I found a better spot, so it looks like we can pick up the pace a little bit. The sun drying it all up now. Appreciate that, D-Wiz. Yep, much love to the family. Shredded Visionary, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. Let's get this money. Burpees and pull-ups, that's it. Where was I at? Right here, right? Shit's still kind of wet. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lied. It ain't no better over here. It's like a million kids pulling up right now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Twelve in the bag. Facts. Definitely efficient. Definitely efficient. That's why I like to keep it simple. I do the simple shit every day, over and over and over and over again. It's the only reason why I've grown the way I've grown. First starting out doing calisthenics, I was a toothpick, skinny as fuck. I'm still skinny, but you could tell a huge difference from where I was before to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I can only give thanks to myself, you know what I'm saying, for showing up every day. It didn't happen overnight. It took a few years. You know what I'm saying? It took a few years to gain the little bit that I gained. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to consistency and shout out to discipline. Because there's a lot of days, probably more days than not, that I didn't want to do this shit at all. But I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? All the work, the business, the family. I don't want to be here every day training. I don't want to train some days. You know what I'm saying? But them days is the days that I needed to show up, and I knew that. So, fuck it. Fuck how I feel. I need to get out in the field, and I need to, get to work. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how it is. All right, here we go. Round 13. Especially doing this type of shit and you ain't got no sleep. You was up all night. You know what I'm saying? Getting after it. You know what I'm saying? Just got done trading as well. You know, my mind could be everywhere. But for me to still show up and be here today, it says a lot. It says a lot if you show up, no matter what you got going on, you ain't getting no sleep. You whatever it may be, you working too hard, whatever it may be, you still showing up for yourself. That's a winner at life. You know what I'm saying? You one up above everybody. I don't care how much they, showing out online. It don't matter. They ain't got discipline like you got it. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even routines like this where it seems like I ain't doing much, I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot. I already got a pump. Uh, 13 in the bag. Have to get in the shower. Much love. Shout out to you, B. Much love, man. Appreciate you for coming through as always, man. And good money today. Shout out to Be Relentless, y'all. Appreciate that hustle. Way to go. Great job. Appreciate that, Miss Heather. Appreciate you, Miss Helen. Endurance. Appreciate that, man. D Wiz. Jerron said you lean now. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. Lean. Not skinny. Not no more. The wifey in here, y'all. Shout out to Candace Marie. Make sure y'all show love to Candace Marie. So I said, you're not skinny. You strong. Yes. Strong for you. Strong for y'all. You already know. Shout out to the wife, y'all. My son watching too. Shout out to him. They what keep me going. They the ones that keep me going. Hurt days, you still see D-Wiz been here. Especially y'all remember last year when I was in that daily deposit challenge. 100 days, 400 reps and up. Finished it out. Day 28, I think it was. If y'all remember what day was that, it was either day 28 or day 30, where I fucked my shoulder up real bad. The rotator cuff. Couldn't use my arm. Still showed up every day and knocked out my 400 reps. On the days I did not feel like doing it because I was in a whole different type of pain. I couldn't even reach up to the cabinet to grab anything. It was bad. So, yeah, shout out to discipline and shout out to consistency. Appreciate that. Appreciate that hustle, D-Wiz. So y'all know. Get that work, Chelly. What's up, Leo? Appreciate you coming through. Tall and lanky in the building. I'll be in the gym later. Hell yeah, get your money. I'm 70 days away from 1K days straight of burpees and working. G, see what I'm saying? There go a warrior right there. Straight up. Burpees and chill. That's a warrior in the flesh. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to Burpees and Chill in the chat, man. He getting his money in every day. 1,000 days, he on his way. I can already see him there. That's easy work for him. That's easy work for you. You know what I'm saying? That's easy work. Here we go, 14. I gotta get one in with you one day. I already got one with Reaper. I gotta get one with you. Shout out to the wife. Messiah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck it. go 15. Around 15. I'm gonna just get right to it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See if I can dry it up with the gloves, the back of the glove. Mm. 15 in the bag. Run the ground. Appreciate everybody in here. I've had epilepsy since I've been 19. 35 now. Never collected any disability SSI, but it'll be life-changing if I get approved. Bad episodes lately. Tomorrow I get word on my appeal. Alright. So shout out to you for telling me about yourself in that story. You know what I'm saying? Crazy thing is, I had epilepsy too. Frontal lobe. I was seizing just about every day. Hospital bills, ambulance. They had to get rushed to the ambulance over 120, 50,000 times. You know what I'm saying? I left Colorado State because of it. Everything. You know what I'm saying? I was on all the types of medicines that they could give me. I was allergic to just about all of them. None of them was working. I was on Keppra, I was on Depakote, and like 6 others. None of it worked. None of it suppressed. All it did was suppress the nerve. All epilepsy is. It's a mental thing, just like anything else. I can only say that from my experience because I'm the one who healed me. So what happens is there's a nerve in your brain. Now, there's different types of epilepsy. The different nerves in the brain. That's all it is. It's a neurological dysfunction at the moment because you believe it. It's because one nerve is supposed to be on one side of the brain, but it travels to another side of the brain. It don't know what to do over there, so it spazzes out. And it causes all of your muscles to, to get flexed, and you can't control your body no more, to the point where you start to shake and you start to seize. In the midst of you having a seizure, tell yourself that I am a winner. This is not taking any control over me. You got to keep saying it. Say, this is over with. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. That's what I was doing. I was doing it every time I seized. I didn't have no more fear of it no more. I wasn't afraid to have a seizure anymore. I was still going to basketball practice. I was still going to football practice. I was still swimming underwater. You know how dangerous that is to go swimming and you have so-called epilepsy? I still went to the Navy camps. I still was doing everything. I was active. I did not let none of that dictate anything growing up whatsoever. In the beginning, I had a fear of it because, it's like you get to the point where you can't control your body and you can't control anything. You start spazzing out. You could collapse anywhere. You could be around anything. You might hit your head. I hit my head plenty of times. Half my tongue is bit off from having the seizures. People will have to stick a spoon in my mouth so I don't swallow my tongue. But every time I would have a seizure, my motherfucking tongue was bleeding, like I got knocked out or something. Every time, you know what I'm saying? Knots on my head, you know, that's still here permanently. Big ass knot, look like a whole nother head on my forehead. I got a 5 head, you know what I'm saying? Because of epilepsy, because of the shit that I was believing in. You know, I allowed the doctor to sit there and tell me that I had epilepsy. Shout out to my neurologist that I had, because she's the one who pointed me towards uh, CBD, the oil, RSO, whatever they call it. And she wasn't even supposed to be doing that, but she was doing that, and she was giving me medicine. So it was kind of like a dichotomy, but she was like another mother to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. I had epilepsy when I was 14. Football prospect, basketball prospect, went through it all. At 14 years old, I was a freshman in high school. No. I was starting my sophomore year in high school before I got diagnosed with it. And it was basically, they were saying, because I've been playing football since Little League, they couldn't figure out what it was. She found out and said she was thinking that it was more of a head trauma because of football. I ain't listening to none of that. I ain't listening to none of it. But all I can say to you is, when you start season, make sure that you have something soft around you, like a pillow, and whichever side that your body turns to, whichever side your eyes go to, make sure that that's the side that's on the pillow, and rest your head on it while you're seasoned, and then have those affirmative thoughts in your head at the same time. Do not fear it, because the more you fear it, the stronger it gets. Trust me, I know. I've been dealing with it for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Now, thank God within that I decided to take control of my reality and my life, that I just decided to not have fear anymore. If it wanted to see, like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Give me a seizure. I'm not afraid no more. Shit, I'll die right here. It don't matter. But at the same time, I was telling myself, this is not having control over me whatsoever. And that was the main thing that got me over having epilepsy every fucking day. Collapsing everywhere. I collapsed in basketball practice. I collapsed in football practice. Thank God I ain't never had a seizure while I was in the pool, because I was in the water a lot. None of that shit happened in the water. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason why that happened. You know what I'm saying? I was reading stories and hearing people talk about so many deaths because of epilepsy, people dying. You know what I'm saying? They see so much, people swallowing their tongue, people biting half their tongue off. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it all. I've seen it all, man. That shit got such an imprint on my life that I've grown so much because of that shit. So I'm grateful that I had epilepsy. So at the end of the day, who was that? Tall and lanky. Be grateful. Be grateful right now, because that will be the very thing that will heal you from epilepsy. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nothing either. And don't wait for nothing. You claim it today, right now, in this moment, you know what I'm saying, that you heal from it. And then you keep that same energy, you hold that same energy long enough, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Trust me, man, I've been through it. I know I'm just some nigga online, but at the end of the day, I had epilepsy. There's different versions, there's different types, I know, but the same thing is the same thing. It's a spiritual and psychological warfare that we all got going on. Especially when it comes to shit like that, man. I get real passionate about it because I've been through that personally. They're talking about it was head trauma. Well, I had to do the work. I had to do the shadow work, and I had to heal myself for that trauma. You know, some things is passed down to us. You know what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is say no. It sounds easy. Obviously, it's not. But the more you do it, the more that you stay consistent, the more that you practice on going within and understanding who you are as a person and claiming shit and claiming your reality, claiming your world. You know what I'm saying? You decide that you're going to stop doing over the counter shit. You're going to stop doing this and stop doing that. You're going to change the way you eat. You're going to change the way that you think about things. I promise you, it's inevitable. It's up to you. It's not up to your doctor. The doctor's not going to do it. The medicine that they give you is not going to do it. Your neurologist is not going to do it. Your mother is not going to do it. Jesus is not going to do it. Where the fuck he at? Where the fuck he at? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trust me, bro. Tall and lanky. I've been in it so deep that while I was having seizures, while I had epilepsy, I was in the church. I was serving, doing the best I can because I'm a seeker naturally, heavily. I promise you, I was seeking like crazy. I was calling on Jesus' name for so long. Ain't heard nothing. I done became a minister, a pastor. I was a pastor at a church. I was a youth leader. I finished seminary, which I call a cemetery now. I finished theology school. I graduated from that. I've been an ordained minister for 32 years. Or not 32, excuse me. Around 28, 25 years now. I became an ordained minister when I was, no, it wasn't no, I became an ordained minister right out of when I graduated from CSU, when I had that big ass seizure episode. That's what stopped me from going to CSU. So I started to seek Jesus because people would, his so-called fucking warriors, persuaded me. So I got deep into that shit. I've been through the Bible 600 times. It ain't even about the book at the end of the day. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's a whole allegorical story pointing you towards yourself. And it took me to go through seminary. It took me to go through theology school. It took me to go through the whole church era that I was in and being able to see how it is inside the church versus how people be acting as soon as they step outside them doors. It took a lot of experience. And I still don't know shit. But all I do know is that it's up to you at the end of the day. Nobody else. I don't care what nobody say. If you feel some type of way about what I said, then that's your personal problem. Don't let nothing outside of you dictate how you feel, not even what I say. You too grown to be fucking worried about what everybody else be saying and feeling some type of way about it. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I got a story to tell. I don't talk about this a lot. I only told y'all about this one time before, and that was last year at some point. But shout out to you, man. You a warrior, and you gonna get through it. But you gotta walk yourself through it. It's a process. It is a process. But you gonna get through it. I promise you, you will. Don't worry about nothing. Matthew 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is no sickness. The only sickness in this world is the one that you create for yourself. There is no dis-ease. The only dis-ease in this world is the disease that you create for yourself. Shout out to all the warriors out there that been through some shit. And you know what I'm talking about. It ain't even gotta be epilepsy. It could be anything that you personally went through that literally changed the trajectory of your life and is the reason why you are who you are today. You gotta be grateful for that. If you're not grateful for it, you're not healed. And you need to get to doing the work. That's the real work. That's your purpose of being here on this motherfucking planet. It ain't to seek nothing outside of you. I gotta start questioning things. The reason why everybody in the world keep on getting manipulated is because they're afraid to ask themselves questions. Everything, every nook and cranny needs to be questioned. We ain't even scratching the surface of the shit going on in this world. Not even a little bit. We don't know shit. But at the same time, when you're aware, you know everything. That's the crazy thing. Once your eyes is open, you can't unsee it. That's basically pretty much the curse of being aware, of awareness, is the fact that you can't unsee it. You got to become numb. You got to become very, not nonchalant, but very detached. You know what I'm saying? I could feel for you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to feel for nobody. You have to do the work. You got to do the work. Now, I'll be telling people, don't pray for me, because y'all don't even know who y'all praying to at the end of the day. You talk about witchcraft, that's witchcraft, praying for other people. Don't pray for me. I don't need y'all's prayers. If it's anything, y'all need to motherfucking see me as my higher self versus seeing me as my lower self. If y'all would have known me if at that time when I was having epilepsy and you were to see me having seizures, you would feel bad for me. That's a prayer because it's a thought projected out into the universe. You seeing me having seizures. No, you got to see me not having seizures. You got to see yourself that way. Remember, people can only see you the way that you see yourself. And if you see yourself having this ease, you see yourself having that, you see yourself doing this, you see yourself doing that, guess what? The outer world gonna see the same thing, because all it is a mirror. I don't forgot what count I'm on. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. And I know, you know, being online, talking the way I talk, I have a lot of monitoring spirits. A lot of them. They don't say nothing. They just be here. And a lot of them heavily in religion. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them, they know what I'm about. They heavily in religion, but they watching me. You see the dichotomy? You see the flakiness. We're gonna keep going at least 3 more sets, just to make sure that I got the 20 rounds. But I know I'm there already. We just gonna keep going. Trust me, bro. I never felt sorry any type of way. I feel a blessing to be alive, yes sir. In a position to keep striving. See, it never come to my mental. There it go. That's it, man. That's the mentality. That's the healing. Right there. In that little paragraph, that's the healing. Hold on to that. Long enough. Hold on tight. That's your faith. Right there. That's what faith is. It's you creating your perception in your world, your thoughts, aligning to those thoughts and holding on to it long enough until you see it exist in this reality right here, today and right now. Because it's the only time you got. It don't matter about the past seizures. It don't matter about none of that stuff. All that matters is the mindset of where you at right now. The mentality, the mental state that you are currently in is a very mental state that's going to heal yourself. It can only come from you. It can't come from nobody else. So shout out to you, man. I already know. I already see it. It ain't even there no more. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate that, D-Wiz. Rep Master in the building. Salute, man. Appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Rep Master. Straight warrior over there. Yeah, I shared it, man, because that was a big turnaround in my life right there. That was pain, but it was also bliss at the same time because I could just replay it like it's happening right now in this moment. You know what I'm saying? And literally, like I did, just walk y'all through the process. You know what I'm saying? And it was tough. It was tough, but to be able to get through some shit like that, it's crazy. And I feel like only people who had it before know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it was a bad, type of seizure, like type of epilepsy like I had. I had the frontal lobe, you know what I'm saying? So I would spaz out. Anytime I would see some neon lights, if the TV was on, when the lights was off, anything. A certain type of smell. If I'm walking past somebody, and I know all of this at the end of the day is spiritual before it's anything else. Even today, very empathic. I think it had a lot to do with me being sensitive to all the other dimensions in the worlds around us. Being able to really feel things and also see things in my mind's eye. But when I was walking past people and they had a certain type of scent, certain type of smell, I would have a seizure. You know what I'm saying? It would probably linger for a little bit, like aura. I would get the aura first. They call it aura. It's crazy how they call it aura because you can literally see, your spiritual self around your body. You know what I'm saying? It's your aura. And even some people, when you look at them, you can see the color of their aura when you're looking directly at them and you really focused and in the moment, you can literally see the color that they vibrating on. So when the aura hit me, when I'm walking past somebody, I could tell that either like another monitoring spirit or it was just simply just was not in alignment with what was going on in my reality. Plus I believed at the time, I believed that I had it. So therefore I had it. So it was. So shall it be. I say. So I had it. I was creating that for myself. It wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? I was sensitive to it. That's why I don't like being around people today. Because I could really feel what was going on. With them, with myself, with everything in their reality, in their body. Sometimes I could tell what's going on with them, what pains they feeling, where it's at. It's a crutch sometimes going out. It's draining, mentally draining. Vampires is real. And a lot of people be vampires and don't even know what they are because they don't know who they are. They don't know that they're walking around manipulating people spiritually, and mentally. You know what I'm saying? They just walking around aimlessly, not knowing what they're doing. That's why I always say, know who you are. And when you find out who you is, you need to stand on it. Stand on it. Payday J, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. One more rep. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to one more rep, y'all. Shout out to one more rep. Appreciate you coming through, man. Rep Master, appreciate that. Appreciate that, OG. Appreciate you. Let's go. Appreciate that, man. I just be getting passionate about it, man, because that was, like I said, that was a big turning point in my life. And the only thing that elevated me was me. At the end of the day, I've been through the church, I've been through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef with nobody, no religions, none of that. I just know my truth and who I am. And I'm going to stand on it and speak on it, regardless of how people think. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. I've been through it. It's like we all been through some shit, man. We all came out on top. Cause look at us now. We still here. We still standing, right? We still standing. We ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? The universe feeds the trees, the birds, the lilies, and everything. They don't wake up worrying about shit. The lilies, when the sun rises, guess what they do? They rise the grass in itself. When the sun rises, it rises. They know it's gonna get everything it needs every single day. The birds don't be stressing when they wake up. They get right to the money. They get straight to it. The squirrels, they get straight to it. So you being above all these things, so you say, why you worried about anything? Why you worried about any disease? Just change it. Change it. Think of something different. Think of how you think of yourself completely healed. You know what I'm saying? And how does that feel? Maintain that feeling. Hold that feeling. Keep that feeling. That's you. If you can literally image and see yourself in that light, that's you. That's the real you. It ain't no different than you right here touching yourself physically. It's very tangible. Just like this. Think about it. Be about it. That's it. It's simple. It ain't easy, but it's simple. Crazy. The grass still wet. Get right to it. I had lost count way back when I was at round 18, but I'm well over round 20. So we do one more set, and that'll most likely that's 250 pulls and 250 burpees, 500 reps. Yep, shout out to Rep Master, man. Appreciate you being in here. Appreciate that, man. All right, here we go. Last set. Keep knowing that you control everything within you. Much love. Most definitely, Miss Helen. Yeah, most definitely, tall and lanky. You already got the right mindset. You already got the right mindset, man. You already healed. That's what I see. That's what I see. Just keep walking in that every day. That's your faith. Walk in that every day, man. Keep moving. Keep moving the body. Keep training the body. You know what you need to change in your world in order for you, to become your higher self. You know what I'm saying? And to love yourself more. Because that's all it is, really, at the end of the day. It just boils down to love. Like real love with yourself. And love can be many things. A lot of people think they know what love is. But you'll know it when you know it. All right, that's the routine, y'all. 250 burpees, 250 pull-ups. I'm going to do some extra credit and do some muscle-ups and then get up out of here. Appreciate everybody, man, that's still here. I know I done got to talking, but it was necessary. Shout out to Tall Lake. Shout out to Tall Lake. That's a warrior right there, y'all. Let's get some muscle ups. We're going to get up out of here. At least 25. The bar a little bit more dry now, so I can do it. Let me move the camera back a little bit. Or tilt it. Let's go. Appreciate that, D-Wiz. Some more money in the bank. Yes, sir, Rep Master. We're going straight to the bank with it. Let's go. Yeah, I have been too, man. When I'm not live, I haven't even been online lately. So it's been hard for me to catch people's lives. But shout out to Rep Master. I know he be getting it in. He be knocking out 1,000 push-ups like every other day, if not every day. So shout out to him, man. Straight warrior right there. Big inspiration. D-Wiz. and everybody else in the chat, man. Y'all all getting it in. You know, we all an inspiration towards each other. Let's just keep going. Let's keep elevating. Mind, body, soul. Here we go. $20 more. Look like we're just gonna do 5. Yeah, man, I've been purposely staying offline the past 2 weeks. I think we all need to have some time away from being online, being on the phone all the time. It's okay, it's still gonna be there. I just feel like we all need to recharge and recalibrate. You know, a pilot can't never take off and take flight without knowing where he going first. You gotta know your sense of navigation and where you going. And you can't know that if you're too busy being distracted by everybody online. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta go within. I feel like you really gotta go within so that you can get your navigation. You know which directions and where you're going. You got your GPS. Uh, 15 more. Uh, 10 more. We moving the body. We're just moving the body. It's after 250 pulls. They got me capped at 5. Here we go. 10 more. Let's go. One more. At least one more. All right, 5 more. All right, here we go. 5 more. Come on, get up there. All right, that's it. Let's go. Amen. Great live. That was a great live. The routine changed up, but we still got in some good money. So shout out to everybody that's still here. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was a good talk. And I promise you, it was much needed. Because, you know, sometimes I box things in. And that's probably one of the reasons why I be, you know, can go from 0 to 200 real quick at times, is because I be bottling things up sometimes. And I don't talk about it. I just hold it in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I hold it in. I've been doing good since I started YouTube, though, but there's still some shit that I be holding in and I don't be talking about because of whatever reason. But we here now, and we elevating, and we growing, no matter what. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, today was supposed to be at least 50 muscle ups and up. But the grass was wet because they be wetting the grass in the morning. And it be at different times. I be trying to figure out what times they be doing it, but it be like different times every time. So I just caught the bad end of the stick today, but we still made use of it and got some money in. NV, what's up, NV? Appreciate you coming through, man. One of the main supporters, man, being here since the beginning. Shout out to you, man. Rip Master, appreciate that. Yeah, Rip Master said that's facts, Chelly. The radiation from those phones are no joke. Great, you appreciate you, Rep Master. Yeah, just gotta get away from it, man. It's alright. Just put it down for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like me, I make money on my phone. You know, trading and stuff like that. I be entering my trades on the phone. I got my laptop too. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I'm done, I'm off. I'm off, man. Go find something to do. You know, go take a nap. Go meditate. Go outside. Go for a walk. Do something, man. We gotta find our purpose. You know what I'm saying? The phones, they only gonna be here for a period of time. What you gonna do if everything just shut off one day? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up going crazy because you too dependent on the phone. You too dependent on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to let go. some things for a period of time. It don't gotta be forever. You know, tap in back when you need to. Not just because you're bored, not just because uh you trying to make some money. No, that's not it's a bigger reason why you need to do for self before you do for everybody else. Get rid of the distractions. Yes, sir, abundant speaking. Appreciate you, D Wiz. Shout out to you, NV. I appreciate you. Miss Tasharia. Shout out to Life of Tasharia, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Appreciate you coming through. She be getting her money in too, so make sure y'all head over there and get inspired. Appreciate that, D Wiz. 250 pull-ups, 250 burpees, 25 muscle-ups. Nah, tall and lanky. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I said tall and lake earlier, or tall lakes or something like that, man. I'm over here butchering your name. But shout out to you, man. I needed that. It's been a while since I talked about that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I said, man, we be bottling shit up, and everything happens for a reason. Ain't no thing in this world that just randomly happened just because. No, it was preordained, premeditated. So you gotta give yourself some grace, and you gotta, rock with it, ride the wave. So I appreciate that. I had to change up the routine only because of the bar and the gloves. The gloves wasn't helping. I almost fucked my wrist up because I slipped while doing a muscle up. So I said, fuck it, man. I want to just do pull-ups. So that's the only reason why I switched up on the routine. Appreciate you, Shredded. Jamal, what's up, man? Shout out to Saudi Arabia. Exactly, Shredded. You already know, MV. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Miss Helen. Damn, bro, missed the workout. I'm gonna go back and watch in the gym. Getting big. Appreciate you, Cause. Shout out to Cause. That's another one. Shout out to Cause and Effect, man. Big time inspiration. You know, one of the pinnacles in the community. That's one of the cornerstones as well. So if y'all don't follow Cause and Effect and Miss Effect, make sure that y'all go subscribe. Go get inspired, man. Hold them accountable, like we hold each other accountable every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do it, man. It's all good, Cause. I had to switch up the routine, man, because the bar. But nonetheless, man, we still got some good money in 525 reps. Feeling good, feeling great. Some sun reps too. So, yeah, I ain't complaining at all. But anyway, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. We had a good conversation today. Like MV said, I'm going to keep telling my truth. Make sure that y'all do the same. I'm listening. So shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Don't let nothing outside of you dictate how you feel, including the things that I say. You don't have to believe me. I'm not here for anybody's belief or any of that. Just do your own due diligence and know who you are. And that will pretty much solve the majority of the problems in your world. We're still going to have problems. We're still going to have these issues or whatever, however you make of it, however you create it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the difference is you need to be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Finish it strong, mind sharp, body strong.